Okay, so this is the Artist Way week 1 check-in, and I'm feeling. How am I feeling? Is that door closed? Bitch, is that door closed? I'm feeling tired, stressed, angry, pissed off. It was a lot to kind of take in. I don't even really know where to start on it, but yeah, I bought this last Saturday, and yeah, I kind of just jumped straight into things, and it was really intense, and the first week was already quite confronting, because there's quite a few tasks, but I guess I'll just start with the check-in. So the first thing is, how many days this week did you do your morning pages? 7 out of 7, we always hope. How was the experience for you? I did not do this morning's, but I did every other day, because I had to jump out of bed today and then go and do a bunch of things. I was really busy, and also I was trying to finish off all the other tasks that were given, because there were so many, and I was trying to chip away at them throughout the week, but it's whatever. But yeah, I did 6 out of 7 days, and it's been good. And the first few I didn't think would be that hard to do, because I don't think they'd be that hard because I'm just so used to journaling and writing all the time. It's just how I put things down. But I think as the days have gone on, it's gotten harder and harder to kind of fill the pages with information every day. And so it's almost like my brain was looking for things to write about, but those things being negative things. And so, yeah. And along with some of the tasks that were given, it was really confronting. And I was also just so exhausted, because I'm leaving my job, but I've still got a few weeks to go, and I just want to leave already, but I can't speed up time. I can't go any faster. I have to keep showing up and keep doing this, and then trying to stay positive, but it's fucking hard. But yeah, my energy just feels so just even me making this, I'm just so tired. But yeah, the next question is, did you do your artist date this week? Yes, of course. Blah, blah. What did you do? I don't know if this is exactly what the artist date is, but today I took the time this morning to go with my family to go and visit my grandparents at the Urupa, and I went and I considered that my artist date, because I think of it as me releasing a bunch of shit and letting it go, so that I can move on from whatever is plaguing my brain this week and creatively express myself from then on. So I pretty much just went and talked shit at their grave about what's going on in my life and how I'm feeling, and just let it all out pretty much, and was just honest about how I felt. And it did make me feel so much better. I do feel so much better. Like, I felt like a huge weight was being lifted off my shoulders, so I felt good. And so that was what I would consider my artist day. So I feel like I did do that. I just feel like it's not like the typical, like I wasn't actively like making music. But I do like try and like chip away at my music like all the time. But yeah, this is what I would consider helping my creativity. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? Describe them. Yeah, I guess like the tasks that were given, like the one where you have to write down your monsters, 3 old enemies of your creative self-worth. That was a big one for me. Because I didn't even realize that they were my monsters. I didn't even realize that they were my monsters, bro. There are like so many instances where I like have just told myself my whole life I don't care, but then it turns out those have like kind of been the block for my creativity this whole time. For example, I wrote down the name of like one of my good friends, my good friend today, and he was one of my monsters because when we were younger, I finally showed my friends the first song that I was finally confident to show people, and they pretty much just shat on it. They laughed at it, they shat on it, they hated on it, they laughed at it, they just said it doesn't make sense. They were just, for ages, for weeks and weeks, they were just laughing. They were going to other people and talking about how stupid it was and all of that. And so because of that, I kind of just like reverted to making music that I thought they would like, not music that was too different, because otherwise that would just happen again. And I didn't want that. So, and like now that I think about it, I haven't branched out. Like I haven't really branched out since that time. And I was like, what, 14, 15, I think it was 15, yeah. And to think I'm 21 now, and it's been what, like 6 years, and I haven't branched out from that point. It's, yeah, because it's like it's always been a block. Anytime I do something a little bit too odd or a little bit too different, my brain's just like, just turns off. It's like, nah, we're not doing this. So it felt good to let that out and to admit that to myself. Another one was my music teacher, who just told me to, every time I tried something new, because I'm just the person who's just willing to try new things, she would just tell me to stop trying because I wasn't good at it, like straight away. And I'm like, and so I stopped trying. And yeah, so it kind of just like took away my willingness to try new things or to branch out, because I was like, well, I'm gonna get shat on and I'm gonna get told to stop trying, or like, what's the point of trying if you're not even gonna be good and people are gonna shit on you anyways? You get what I mean? So yeah, yeah, it was kind of confronting. And yeah, I guess there are a couple other ones. I listed my 3 champions, and I ended up writing a massive email to one of these champions, and I only went to uni for about 3 months, maybe less than that, and this was my uni lecturer, and he helped me so much, even before I went into uni, because I did RockQuest, and he helped me. He gave me a really good pep talk, and it really set me up for life, I think, that pep talk. And yeah, went into uni, didn't enjoy it, but like I'm still really grateful for the advice that and the encouragement that he's given me. So I wrote an email to him today and sent that out. And yeah, so that felt good to do. I did my affirmations and my blurts. Yeah, mini blurts. This book is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's intense. And I don't really know what else to say. Like, I read last week. I was feeling really, really like excited to read this book. I was feeling really excited to read it, and I read it, and kind of like as the week has like gone on, it's been just like mentally it's been like a lot on top of all the other things that I'm trying to kind of juggle with in my life at the moment. But I'm really proud of myself that in amongst all of the chaos that's already happening, I'm still sticking to this. Because I feel like I need that, and I'm still doing my exercise. I'm still saying my affirmations. I'm still sticking to this. I'm still doing my morning pages and trying to stick to the tasks because I owe it to myself to do that. What else? I don't know. It's just like it's the first week, and it's not as glamorous, and it's not as like I feel inspired and I feel opened up, but it's very confronting. It's very confronting, and it puts you in a vulnerable place. And I think that's just how I'm feeling. It doesn't help that, I don't know, it was a full moon. I got my period. Just everything's happening this week. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? Weird shit on my lip. But yeah, so I guess how I would reflect on this week, it's been a confronting week. It's now the end of the week. I'm feeling exhausted. And I'm feeling mentally and emotionally quite drained. But I feel really proud of myself for pushing through it, turning up to work, doing exercise, doing this, and showing up for myself. Because, girl, it would have been a lot worse if I didn't. And also, like, because what is the name of this? What is the name of this chapter? So this name of the chapter is Recovering a Sense of Safety. Oh. Recovering a sense of safety. And that kind of makes a lot of sense, because like unpacking all of this stuff, and trust me, there were a lot more things that I unpacked that I can't really say on camera, just like in terms of my work situation, my living situation, and like the people around me currently and the way that they treat me and how unfairly people treat me or have treated me. It's gotten to a point now where I've just really had to stand my ground and set boundaries with people, because I've got a lot of people who have really taken advantage of the fact that I don't do that, and so I've really had to put my foot down with people, which feels good. Again, it's hard, but it feels good. So I guess like all of this and bringing all of this stuff up has been a really vulnerable it's been a really angry process for me and really upsetting process. But I think it's making me, each day that I do it, it's making me feel more capable to be able to show up for myself and to have my own back and to push back against people's like negative beliefs or ideas of me, or like what people say, and that does recover a sense of safety, I guess. So that chapter does make a lot of sense. I do feel like I've recovered a sense of safety. I feel like I've recovered a feeling of like foundation, and like a feeling of like, yeah, foundation, I don't know if that's the word, but like a foundation of trust that I have with myself to have my own back and to not give a fuck what people think and to not give a fuck about what people say about me, and putting people in their place when they disrespect me, and yeah, just kind of like stepping into my power a bit more, I guess. So yeah, I guess I feel safe, but it's just like interesting how that works. I don't know. It just wasn't as glamorous. The process of that wasn't as glamorous as I thought. Like, you really do kind of like unpack things about like your past and about yourself like in the moment now that like can be quite uncomfortable. So I am proud of myself for doing that and for kind of just taking my time with it and accepting the fact that like I don't feel like whoa, oh my god, I feel so free, because that's kind of how I thought it would go. I just thought I'd feel like I feel so free, I feel so awesome, I feel so liberated after the first chapter. But girl, no, I'm pissed off. I'm clocking it. I'm clocking that behavior because I was just kind of like brushing it off or like pretending it wasn't there. But bitch, I'm clocking it. But I think I've just been focusing a lot on the negative this week. So I'm trying to balance it out by just like doing positive things. I went out with my family today, so that was cool. Yeah, that's how I'd say this week went. But I still feel I'm just kind of scared to touch the music. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what I'm just like, it's like with this, it's like, because I don't feel, I feel like, I feel like, I feel, so it's like, it's not really, I don't really feel creatively free yet. I know it's only the first chapter. I feel, yeah, a sense of stability within myself, but like creatively, I don't know yet. I guess I could just try it. I guess I could just try something out and just see how that goes. But yeah. But for example, like I've been doing those pages, bitch. I've been doing the page. Wait, where did I start? A lot of this is just writing that I was doing anyways. And then yesterday I was kind of just like, I kind of just started spiraling. But yeah, like, shit, like, I think it was yesterday, I just started, like, spiraling, and I was just like, fuck. Like, I started, like, and started writing so many more pages, and it's just out of it. I kind of went out of control. That's why I was really happy to go out today, so I could ground myself. Because shit, man, it was a hectic week. But yeah, I'm gonna give the music another crack and give it another go, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But that was week 1 out of way. I don't know.